Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Hunter Schmeck Pepper, NPC competitor, and I'm brand new to YouTube. This is my first video, and my channel's brand new. I made it last night. And right now I am 3 weeks out of the NPC Xcalibur Cup, which is my first NPC show. So I thought with that I would kind of introduce what my goals are and what I'm trying to do for that show and where I'm shooting to place. Okay, so I looked on the website and the show's national qualifier, and to qualify for nationals, the top 3 in each weight class will qualify for nationals. And I'm going to try to be a bantamweight. I'm sitting at like 150 right now, 3 weeks out, which is right about where I should be at. So I'm going to try to get under that 143, if not about exactly at that weight, because it's up to 143 and a quarter is a weight limit or something like that. So I could be 143 on the dot and be fine. But top 3 in each weight class, men's open weight class, qualify for nationals. So, with that being said, the goal is top 3, so that I at least qualify and I'd be a national qualifier. But the only way that I would do a national show would probably be, well, the only way I will do it is if I win the whole weight class, if I win the thing. Because if I can't win, if I can't win my weight class to qualify for nationals, then I don't feel like I deserve to be in nationals at all, you know? I'm just one of those guys that, like, I feel like if I can't win to get into nationals, then I don't deserve to be there, that I'm not good enough anyway to be competitive at nationals. Now, to qualify for teen nationals, which I'm shooting for next year to be a lightweight at teen nationals next year, is all you have to do to qualify for teen nationals is do one show. But with that being said, at either of my next 2 shows, I have to win the teen class at least once in order for me to do teen nationals. Like, I don't want to be at teen nationals and I haven't won a teen class at all. So that's what we're shooting for at this show, is top 3 in my men's weight class, which will be bantamweight. Hopefully I can get down there. And we're shooting to win the teen class, the whole thing. And I know I can do it. I know I can do anything I set my mind to and that I work for, because I proved that to myself and I proved that to other people too, that I can do anything I set my mind to and work for and that I want bad enough. So, I'm a little nervous, going to a first NPC show, but at the same time I'm confident because I know that I will be bringing my best and that I will be there better than I've ever been before on stage, more shredded, and that I keep beating myself with every show, that I keep getting better. I'll be about 15 pounds lighter actually than I was at the glass scepter, and that's that I won. And that's a huge that I won at the glass scepter. And that's a huge difference. But like, looking at pictures from the glass scepter, I could have been so much leaner. And I think part of that's because, I had a crazy off season. I had like 3 months, not even. I was just trying to gain some crazy size because I didn't have that much time. So I was just, I was eating a package of Oreos every single day. It was eat, and I wasn't really watching what I ate. And I ballooned up to like 180, not very lean. I wasn't fat, granted, but I wasn't the leanest. And then it was just hard for like that show to die down. But I think that with this show, I've kind of regrouped everything and kind of reset my body, and that I will really be in condition at this show, man. I will be shredded, especially once I learned a little bit more about my body and how to time my carb up better, which I did phenomenally last time. Like I've never honestly had like all my veins and stuff and everything. I've never had my veins like popping out and being a factor on show day because I've always, mistimed my carb ups or gotten in too little carbs, gotten in too many carbs. So it's just one of those things that I've kind of had to learn my own body and figure out what works and what doesn't. To be dry on show day, but yet to be full and have all those veins everywhere. So I'm confident with my knowledge of my body now that I will still keep improving at every show. That's what it's all about. It's a learning experience. So I'm going to try to be dry and vascular and still keep my fullness in my back and chest and arms and stuff. I'm going to still try to keep my fullness. So hopefully that'll be the package we bring, and it'll be the best that you guys have ever seen from me than any other show I've done before. So my goals after that is I'm doing the Jay Cutler Classic in November. So obviously, depending on what my placings are here, I might have higher expectations for that show if I do well at this one. If I win bantamweight, I'll obviously be expecting to win bantamweight at the Jay Cutler. And if I win the teen class, I'm obviously expecting to win the teen class there too, which I hope I can. And I'm really looking forward to that show because it's a Jay Cutler Classic, and he's been my biggest role model and favorite bodybuilder since I started, even picking up the weights at all. So that'll be huge for me, and that'll mean a lot to me to be in this show. But the NPC Xcalibur is not, a bad show. Like, I'm really excited for this show. We have 2 IFBB Pro bodybuilders guest posing, namely Guy Cisternino and Dan Houghton. And Guy Cisternino is one of my favorite 212ers. Like, he just won the New York Pro, and he's been at the Olympia, God knows how many times, 212 Olympia. And he's one of my favorite, 212 bodybuilders. And I'm beyond excited to meet him and Dan Houghton. I'm not exactly sure which national show that he got his pro card at and what class he won, but he's got a phenomenal physique too. And I, talked to him on Instagram briefly, both of them actually, and they're both going to be there. So I really look forward to meeting both of them. I've never been at a show that had like an IFBB guest poser, except my last one, who had Jimmy Momini from Toledo, Ohio. So that was cool meeting him. And I'm looking forward to meeting, Guy Cisternino and Dan Houghton. So that'll be really fun to be able to, see those guys pose and see how, like, the best of the best pose. Like, Guy Cisternino just won the New York Pro. So I'm excited for that. And I'm also excited for the fact that this will be the biggest competition I've ever done. And there will be some top caliber guys there. The overall champion of this show last year, I believe his name was Jason Amato, just went on to get his pro card this past weekend at the Mr. Universe competition. So there's also been people that have done this show that have gotten their pro card in like physique, figure, I believe I saw. So it's a pretty serious show. I mean, it's not a small show really. And people go on to get their pro cards from it. So I'm not expecting it to be an easy show to win, but I'm expecting myself to bring the best I've brought to a show and do some damage and hopefully reach my goals and place where I shoot to. So with that being said, I'm about to go get in some cardio, but if you guys have any suggestions for videos, questions, anything, training, supplements, diet, anything, I'll give you guys advice where I can. And if you have a question that I don't know the answer to or something that you want help with, I can look into it and help you as best as I can. I'm not an expert in anything. I'm 17. I'm still learning about everything. I'm learning my body. I'm learning about the human body in general. I'm learning about bodybuilding. So there's going to be stuff I don't know and stuff that I might not have the best answers to. But I'll do the best to give you guys the best answers I can and give advice where I can. and use my knowledge, even though that might not be much. But I'll use my knowledge where I can to help you guys. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at NPC Xcalibur, and follow my prep for the NPC Xcalibur Cup as the road to Teen Nationals 2016 begins. Have a great day, guys.